Hello again, welcome to Ekmalay Studio. I'm Azadin. In last video we created our fence and this walkway. I think I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna stop adding and modeling any more stuff, but you can do so if you want, like, to add more things to your scene. I don't want this course to get it's already getting really long, so I'm gonna go with shading now and putting some material and color into the scene to make it look interesting. I'm not sure how long it take to but I'm gonna do just basic shading. I'm not going in very detail and making a lot of texture. I'm gonna hide the stuff in the scene, and we're gonna start from one by one to see what we are doing. So let me hide all of these first, and we left with the house now. So I'm gonna start with the wall. For coloring or shading, this is the area you go into. So you select your object, and in here you add new material. This is just quick through if you're really new and don't know how to add material to your object. And you can go to the shading as well in here, so it gives you different view, and you can work with the node. This is more like advanced, and when you do texturing, but I'm gonna do in basic way. Just I'm gonna stay in layout, but in here we're gonna change it to this mode so we can see our color, because if now I'm gonna add a color to our object, we're not gonna be able to see in this mode. We have to change it to the shading mode, this one. So let me add basic material to this one, just basic color. So I'm gonna call this one house. It's good to name them so it's more organized. Oh, sorry, too many. House. And give a color. Sorry, I forget to turn on the shortcut again, so just in case if you want to follow the shortcut as well. So you can see the shortcut in the right bottom corner here. As you can see, we don't see any color right now because we are in the different mode. So if you go there, you can see what you are doing. And the other thing, the environment is really important when you do shading. So when you're in this mode, you can select this one and change to different environment. For example, if you are inside or night or daytime. So I'm gonna try start with this one, because I think I'm gonna do, when we do the lighting, I'm gonna do night scene. I prefer to have night time for this scene. So you can choose whatever you want, which is you're going to do just to see your environment you're working with. I'm gonna select this one for now, and then we're gonna carry on from there. So now just gonna change the color to a little bit more like look like a mud, and roughness, we don't want roughness in here, because roughness is for make things shine. We don't want anything to be shine on the walls. And let me turn on the windows, and then select this one, the window frame, and then add a new material, and then call it windows frame, and give a material any color you prefer to do, but I'm gonna give it a bit dark brown. And then don't forget this one, we don't want any shine. So when you're done one, for the similar one, you just add this one to the next one as well. So you can select your other object if you're gonna use same color to shade them. So you just select this one and then just window frame, and you have done this one too. Again, we need same material. So whenever you change this to any color, all of them, they are linked with each other, so it's gonna change all in together. Just a little bit dark brown, and this is our glass, so I'm gonna give this one, so window glass, and then I'm gonna turn on this screen space reflection, and we have to turn on that setting in the render setting as well. So if you go in here in render setting and then turn on this one to have reflection or reflection, so you can add this one as well to turn on, to be able to see to make your glass. And I'm gonna turn on this one ambient inclusion as well. This give really nice kind of shadow. If you look at inside here, you can see it, just make it a little more realistic with the shadow like this. Give this corner a nice shade. Turn this one on, and reflection as well. This is to deal with like glosses, to like when you have a gloss in your and let's carry on with the shading. So for the gloss we want transparent, so put this one all the way to the end so you can see through. And roughness, can I put it down just 0.1, should be okay. And you can change the color to different if you want, like any different color. So I'm gonna keep it like this for now, because the material, when you do the material and then you do the lighting, you still sometimes have to come back to change the color when you do your lighting, because when you do the lighting, then you're gonna see the real color of your scene and how it's look like, and you're gonna change a little. So I'm gonna keep it like this for now, and let's add this one to the other glass as well. So just select this one, window glass, and this one, window glass, like this. I think I'm gonna make this one a little bit darker color, just like this. As I said, we may come back to change these color as well. So the next thing, let's do the rough wood, this wood. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach all these in one group, and then I'm gonna do one material for them, because the thing is, so we need one color on this face and then different color on this face. So that's why I think the best way to do just connect them all together and then add color or shading to them. So I'm gonna select all of them by holding down shift and select them. So now all of them have been selected. What you need to do now, you just hold down Control and J, and all became one object. So if you select one and move all of them, they're gonna move together. So when we need to add material to this one, so I just create new material, and I'm gonna call it rough woods. Any names, you just remember what it is, that should be fine. And I'm gonna give it dark brown to this one as well. And I don't want they to be shiny, so I'm gonna move this one down as well. And now we need to change the side which is facing out, because this is where the wood's being cut. so I don't want all to be same material. So what you need to do, press tab, go into edit mode, and then select the middle vertices from all of them. So hold down shift and select just the middle vertex like this, and the last one. So now all the middle vertices been selected. What you need to do on your keyboard, hold down Control and then plus on your number part, just to add another, to grow up your selection. So just by one, and that should select all these face. So what you need to do now, just add another material and then new material and sign it, and that should work fine. So now press tab to get out of edit mode, and now we're gonna change this one to a different color. So I'm gonna just call it woods. So now we're gonna change this one to a little bit lighter than the other one. Just something like this. Sorry, because the inside should be same, but because we're never gonna see the inside, or we're never gonna use it, so that's why I don't mind to keep them as they are. As I said, we may need to come back, for these color, but let's carry on doing the other things, because we have a lot of things in the scene, so it's gonna take some time to do them. So for the, let me go with the rough as well, this one. So quickly I'm gonna add another color to this one, and then just call this one rough, and make it kind of very light brownish, because I need just a little bit lighter than the walls. So maybe later we're gonna decide to change. Yeah, I think it should be fine. So the next thing I'm gonna do, the do. So for the do frame, let me try same as the window frame and see how it's gonna look like. So you can just add window frame, and that, I think I'm gonna keep that one as window frame. And then for the do, I'm gonna create few different brown shade, just in future we're gonna use them as well. So I'm gonna add one color. I'm gonna just call this one brown light, and then add another one, brown mid tone, and then another one, brown dark. So we may need this one for other things as well. Gonna select this one and change this one to just a little light brown, then this one to a little bit darker brown, and this one to that dark brown. And don't forget to, we don't want any roughness in all these material. So now you just select the object and go in here, and which one you prefer, you just add to it. For example, dark brown. This I think is too dark. Mid-tone, I'm gonna go with mid-tone and light one. So light and then mid-tone, then this one as well. Let me choose one of these. I'm not sure, shall I make all of them in one color or just make these mid-tone? Let's see, depend, like, the way you want. And I'm gonna change this one to dark. I think dark one I may change a little bit because it look too dark. I'm gonna keep it like this for now, and later on if you want to change, we're gonna do so. So we done the house. Next thing, we done the wood as well. So the other thing which is left we forget about is this one. So I'm gonna select some of these and then just go to the dark brown and just copy to the selected one. So I'm gonna select some more in between because we want in different color, we don't want all of them to be same color. So I'm just gonna select some of them randomly. We're gonna add the same color, which is dark brown, and then this option, copy material to selected. So it's gonna add that one to all of these colors. Let me add two more, something like this in here. Then select dark one, so select it, and then the one which is left you're gonna change to a different color. So select all of the other one, which is we have not add any material to it yet. Okay, so we selected all of the other one, and for these I'm gonna add I think mid-tone, and let's see how it's gonna look like. Yeah, they should be fine. So I'm happy with that as well. And we finished the house, so I'm gonna unhide the roof, and just in case if the camera is somewhere like here, you'll be able to see them. The next thing, let's see what we have. We have tree, so let's do this tree. So again, if I select this tree, and maybe just try one of these brown. If you know you're gonna need separate one, so you always can make this one different just by unlinking. So for example, if you select this one, it's gonna copy this one to different and separate, so you can't change the color. Like for example, I'm gonna select this one and name it different. So I'm gonna call this one tree. Let's call it G1, just in case if you want different shade with different color. That should be fine. And first of all, I think we need to add material to all, and then it's gonna be easier the other way around. So I'm gonna add material, which is just call this one G1, and then this is for green part. Sorry. And just change to, I don't want to have saturated color, so but let's see how it's gonna go first. as you can see, it's add the green even to the chunk as well. So we want to change this one to a different color, green, and we have to have another color here and select the other color. So you add this one and then just select G1 brown here. So that's gonna be the one which we're gonna assign to this part only. So hold down Control and grab your selection and then select this one which is G1, the brown, and just select assign, and that should work. Press tab to get out of edit mode and you should have your cheese being done. For the other one is gonna be exactly same way. You're gonna do all the chi. So I may gonna speed up to do same thing and add the material to this chi. For the other chi, I may just make different shade, like with little bit darker green or lighter, and that's all. But the rest is gonna be same as I've done here. So let me do this one, and I may speed up this part just to keep the video short. We have done our first chi, so I'm gonna unhide the next one and do this one as well. So for this, I'm gonna select this one and zoom in a little bit and just create new brown color. So I'm gonna call this one, sorry, G2, and then just give it different kind of brown, just so all of them not have same color. Just like this, and you can add that to all. So let's do the leaves as well, and it's gonna be exactly same way. So let's add another green material. So G2 green, and let's make this one a little bit darker green like this. We don't want to be shiny color. And for this one, because we don't see anything, so we just gonna add that to the rest. So G2 green, this one, and then you can, because this is a different one, so you can select all of them by holding down shift like this, and then just select G2 green, and then this option, copy material to select it, and that should work. So we done our second chi, which is a little bit easier than the other one. Let's do the unhide the third one, which is this one, and I'm gonna create different shade as well for this one. So I'm gonna add new one, call this one G3, and then just choose a little bit different brown, maybe light brown, and then we don't want any saturation. And for this, we gonna create another green for the leaf, and you're gonna apply this color to the chunk. So let's create another green shade, G3 green. I think that's okay. And for this one, you go into edit mode by pressing tab like this, and then select this face and this face, and then hold down Control and plus on your number pad and grow like this, and then add another slot, and then choose T3 like this, then assign. So just assign into this part, and that should work fine. Yep. And anytime you want change this color, you just change it, and that will apply to all of them. So it became easier after you finished done your job. So we may come back later and change the color, but now we just carry on doing this work for now, and when we do lighting, then we're gonna play with the color as well. So I may speed up doing all the rest of this tree, applying these color, and then start from there. So we have finished all the trees, and later on, if you want to change the color, you just select the color and change, and that should apply to all of them, which is they have same color, which is they are linked together. Let me change this one a little bit. Don't want all of them to be kind of same. Okay, so let's carry on for now doing the other thing, and then later we will decide about the color again when we do our lighting. So next I'm gonna do this pool, or maybe the stones, because they are gonna be similar. So this one on the stone is gonna be similar. So I'm gonna select one of these and just add. So I'm gonna call this one stone. Let me call this one 1, just in case if you want to have a little bit different shade. So just I'm gonna give it a little light. We don't want any shiny, not so much shine like this. Should be okay. And then I'm gonna select this one, call this one stone 2, and then change like this. So just have a little bit different shade. That should be okay. So let's apply to the rest of the stones the shade you made. I think it's easier if we hide this tree for now, and then it's gonna be quicker just keeping the stone in there. So now I'm gonna hide the pole as well. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select everything, all of them, just by one like this, and I'm gonna apply stone 1 to all of them like this. And then because we already done one now, so just I'm gonna go in between, and don't forget this was stone 1, so we're gonna apply stone 2 shade to some of them, and that should be quicker. and some from here as well. And I think that should be okay. So now I'm gonna select stone 2 and then apply to them. Let me see if it did work. Yeah, just in case, because by changing the color you know which one is what. The one we change the color. So this is just to let you know it's working. We don't have blue stone in the scene. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit different color, and maybe we're gonna come back later to change them a little bit more. Okay, so we done that. Let's turn on our pool as well, and I think I may do the pool differently. I may do this one in paint, but let's apply one of them just for now, how it's gonna look like, and then later on if you want to change some part of it, maybe I'm gonna do it differently. And for this one I'm just gonna give it quickly material, and water we're gonna do it a little bit later as well. So I'm gonna just give a little bit bluish color for now, and let me turn off the grid, the wireframe we see from the visibility from here, so just to have a cleaner view of the scene. The next one, which is lamp here. So for these it's gonna be just different shade of brown. Maybe I'm just gonna give it this color. Let's try make dark brown. I think I'm gonna keep that one there, and this one make it light brown. For the chain, let's add material to this one, and I'm gonna call it metal 1, because this is for the chain. Maybe we're gonna do one for the lamp as well, so just gonna give it dark gray. We don't want any roughness, and put metallic all the way like this. And for the roughness I'm just gonna keep it in the middle, somewhere 0.5. Yeah, I think 0.5. It's look okay. So we done one material. What we need to do is just select the rest of these, and then just apply to the others as well, like that. So let me do one for the lamp as well. So we're gonna create this one, call it lamp, and make it metallic, and let's give it, you can give it goldish color if you want, but I'm gonna make it a little bit darker brown color, something like this. And roughness, I think I'm gonna keep it in 0.5, that should be fine. And for our gloss, we need to add different color, so press tab to go inside edit mode, and select just our glass by holding down shift and select all the way around like this, and while you're in here just add another one. And I think I'm gonna use the glass we did for our windows, and then whenever we want to change we're gonna change it. So I'm just gonna select this one for now, and don't forget to select assign. So now we have done that as well. So let's go to the next one here, class and assign, and that's it. We have done our lamp as well, so let's do the next thing, which is grass. Should be easy. We have one piece of grass somewhere. Yep, it's further way down, so let me zoom in, and then this one we're gonna call it grass, and just add green to it. Sorry, something like this. Roughness, put it down, and then I'm going to edit mode because I want to change some of them. I don't want all of them to be exactly same color. So hold down shift and select just bottom face of some of them, not all of them, because we're gonna keep some same color. So I think that's okay, and then hold down Control and plus to select all the way up, and then select this one and add new and make it different green. That's fine. Get out of edit mode, and now we have just a little bit different green to that one as well, and then you can call it this one grass 2. Later on you can't change. If we want to make it different, you just select and change this color. It should does the job. I think they are okay for now. So we done the grass as well. I'm gonna hide the grass because we don't want to see the grass anymore. What else left? So let's go into next one. So our fence should be easy to just add some of the material we already have. So I'm gonna give it dark brown. Some of them mid brown just to make a different. Yeah, I think that should be okay. And for this side as well, select just choosing this color. Let's change this one to different. And anytime you want to make one of these color different, you just select and just don't forget to unlink. So when you select this one, it's gonna make a copy of this color, and then you just name it different or keep it, because it's gonna add number here and you can change it. That's gonna apply only to that part. which is something hard to do. This one, which is this one. So let's quickly add some color to this as well. So I'm just gonna add dark mid-tone. So I'm just select randomly some of them and then apply mid-tone and then to the selected one like this, and then gonna select the rest and then dark one and then to the selected one. So something like this should be fine. And the rest area as well, this part. So let me select all the bottom legs and then just add dark brown to them and to the selected one. So to apply this one, I'm gonna give a dark, this one mid-tone brown, and just randomly gonna select some of these, give a mid-tone brown, apply to the selected like this, and the rest gonna make it dark brown. I think that should be okay. If you want to change more into different color, but I'm just showing you how you do. I think it should be fine, and hide everything. To see how it's look like. The only thing left, which is the ground now, but I think I'm gonna do the ground in the next video, because we're gonna do the ground a little bit differently. I think I'm gonna choose to do the ground with paint over the area, because we want to have a different shade in different areas. So let's do the ground in the next video. I will see you soon.